All right. Why don't we just go ahead and get started? Talk about spoilers. Like, if this was like episode one, then I. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm already like deep in thought. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. It's a little edgy. Um, there was a lot to like, just metaphorically, that's like written. I'm glad I didn't watch this until now because like that would have been extreme spoiler territory, right? Like just going off of this, right? For season one, I was already curious about like Bayoko's design and all the butterflies and her holding the butterflies and whatnot. Very symbolic. Very. Oh, we're just we're at the very opening. We're just watching the opening because I haven't watched the opening. Shooter, you're not. Yeah, we haven't started the episode yet. I haven't seen the ending yet. I haven't seen any openings or any endings. Just because I was instructed to stay away at all costs. So, but anyway, yeah, like right off the bat, this imagery, it's absolutely fantastic. My whole thing is, like this whole, I don't know how to put it, like image of him actually having to leave his world behind, the struggles that he's going through, literally him passing his own like deaths and accepting it and moving forward in order to accomplish his own goals is like it's insane to think about the progress that he's made as a character, right? And this is why I kind of get angry when I like people try and debate about like, oh, he's just a one-dimensional character, like certain situations like that when Subaru is a really well fleshed out character in terms of like, actual, he's like an actual human being. He's not like your stereotypical anime protagonist where, oh, he's gonna like overcome this trial of anxiety and he's gonna go ahead and like do 1,001 things. No, we relapse as human beings, Sometimes we have really good days and sometimes we have shitty days, you know? So anyway, as we're going through, what was the other one part that stood out? It fit. Uh, that was just sad. All the dead people lying there. Which again, of course. Where is it at? So because all of these are placed in, I guess, traumatic impulses, especially with the South Tel I have a whole theory I'm gonna get into. I hope the mods remember. I think I put it in the mod chat, like to pin a note, so I can bring it up because this is something I kind of want to talk about. But yeah, where's it at? No, no, no. Sorry, guys, I'm skipping around because I'm trying to get to. So look at this, right? And this is where I am now convinced that this is spoiler territory. The groupings here are insane. I feel like there's more to it than that, but I just don't know what it is, especially between like the trauma of Garfield and Federica, right? Like whatever there is there, whatever attachment issues there are there, like it's pretty obvious that something's gonna come off of that. Great. I think I've been stating that since like, the very beginning is like there seems to be some sort of like weird attachment trauma or weird narrative perceptions. There we go. As to how they address one another and the way that like, that it's sort of talked about. Like it's distant, but yet not distant. Even the relationship between like Beatrice and Roswell, there's a lot of different walls and a lot of different stuff that's put in there. All right. Any endings or that I should watch while we're at it? And this is also why I think Echidna is like such a powerhouse, such a big thinker. All right, we're not gonna go. Ending of season 2. A spoiler for you. Okay, if you say so. Oh, give me 1 second. Let me drag it from here to there. There we go. Same butterfly motif. All right. Sorry, I stop it because I'm already like it's already like processing thing, right? So from 1 came 3. Yeah. So right off the bat, I guess we can allude it to the picture of the 3 in the opening, which is like what, like Roswell, Beako, and Puck, or is there somebody else that we haven't seen? Like that is such a great metaphor and such a great like I know, right? Time for like your. I'm watching the ending. I'm not even watching the anime, and I'm like, and I'm like freaking out about this stuff, guys. Y'all have me like analyzing an ending here, and I'm over here like freaking out about like a butterfly significance. It's also interesting that like vice versa. It's like all the butterflies are released. Oh, that is good metaphor. Now that I'm thinking about it, in the first one, you just see like all the different butterflies that she releases, all the different like how would I put it? Uh, like timelines, possibilities, or everything, and then one comes back and another one. That's actually pretty awesome. There was plenty of 5-hit theorizing. Ram is great, isn't she? And Ram, I guess, blue-haired Ram. Oh, oh! I might just be putting too much emotion and feeling into this, but like, y'all see how everyone else, like, the butterfly lands on them, but for her, it just doesn't. It's like she just let it go by. Oh, that's hurting my heart, especially after all we know we're like Echidna did to her. Oh, oh no, oh no. Also, this, the symbolism where half her face is hidden, half of it is not, right? It's it's absolutely great. Like, I don't know, it's like we only see half of her intentions the entire time. Like the half that is always being portrayed out there, while the other half is always layered underneath for her. Um, that's a great metaphor. I think just overall, how this whole thing is layered out. What I found interesting was like Emilia was the only one that. Oh, hi, Spiderwell. Is the only one that went through 3 colors, right? Her usual purple, green, and red. I don't know what that means exactly, but like everyone else just had a solid color or 2, right? Depending on what the emotion was going to reflect. See, but this is why it's sad. Even if the one that landed on here is the dead one, she's just happy that like she's actually able to hold a butterfly altogether. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, yeah, it can be possible outcomes or even probabilities and stuff, and like cherishing it. So, wow. So y'all get to enjoy so many cool openings and endings and stuff. That's just great. Anyway, are you guys ready to get into the video? Because I sort of am. I'm not sure if you guys are. Hi, Just a Weeb. I hope you're having a great day so far. And this is more important. All right. Why don't we just start a hype trade? You guys want to say hi to YouTube? Because you're probably going to see this like about like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Shower imported. Hi, YouTube. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. As you guys can see, we do this on Twitch usually every Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hello, future me. Yeah, hi, future me. That's probably editing and then watching it again. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. I know that like those on Twitch actually get the full rant and conspiracy theories. Well, I do have to edit that now for YouTube, so it's a bit rough. But anyway, during TikTok, yeah. Why don't we just go ahead and just jump into it? And for those of you on Twitch, if you're new, I stop it a lot. Why don't we just jump into it? Oh, hi, Adolfo. Otto is a true bro. Otto's based as shit. And this is something I guess I brought up. Sorry to interrupt the episode, but this is something I brought up time and time again as we've gone through it. It's like, Otto is best boy. Yeah, I think he is definitely, yeah, Otto is based on facts. He's based on telling it to you pretty much straight up. And his whole little speech right there reminds me a lot of like episode 18, but instead of like hearing it from the eyes of a lover, it's hearing it from, you know, the eyes of a friend who's seeing you struggle, who is seeing you like go through all of this and trying to get you to open up, you know. And I guess this is really reflective a lot in terms of like a lot of people. You know, I have a lot of clients, a lot of people that are actually afraid of opening up to their friends. Like they're always there for everyone else, but they can't be there for themselves. And as a friend or as a person, it's always worrying. Yeah, when you see that. And I guess it's like, it's one of the true essences of friendship, right? Where it's like being there for someone, even if it's not necessarily like beneficial for you in the first place. And then I guess my other big thing, right? And I guess this is where I can definitely bring it down into realism is like sometimes as individuals when we're going through shit and when we're actually trying to evolve and trying to I don't know, deal with the problems that we see, we lock ourselves in our own narrative, our own perspective, and like as much as we hear friends trying to call us out, we're so spearheaded until we run into like the final wall or until we get flapped out of that reality, out of that narrative that's being told. So this is why, honestly, I think Otto is like one of those few unique characters that like I saw, I liked, and I was like, "You're an interesting character. You're fun to watch, almost like Ram." But yeah. Anyway, uh, I was about to say, yeah, I know that, and I guess I'll touch on this point. I know that Kadokawa got a lot of ReZero YouTubers, a lot of ReZero content, not necessarily even for watching or analyzing episodes or anything like that, but like just using a picture or something like that into copyright trouble. Luckily, that hasn't happened to me. I think someone has uploaded all the reactions so far into a Google Drive, so yeah. Anyway, as far as we're okay, Twitch has been excellent for me so far, so we'll go ahead and continue. Oh, Otto! Corazón. Wait, it's, okay. I thought we were about to see another opening. I'm scared. Oh, here we go. I see fire in his eyes. That's so greedy, but it's great. Ah. Yo. It's gonna be the Sanctuary speed run. Let's go. Oh. Okay, he's giving you a timeline. Oh, he's even smiling at this. Okay, that place to stop right there. Roswell is such an interesting and creepy character that I actually like him a lot, right? And even though this is like the Plus Mansion side story, plus what else? What else can we put in here, right? Like plus like Nuzlocke, plus like one or two or however items he's gonna use or people he's gonna use to get his way, right? Like this is legendary. No, I'm hyped, but at the same time, how do you want Roswell involved in the future? I know that he just stated that he wanted it for like him to be there for Amelia and whatnot, right? And like it's great. It'd be amazing if he could recruit everyone. Like extremely greedy and probably not likely. But if he could have everyone on board, like Super Smash Bros, everyone is here. That could potentially help out his like chances in the future, especially when encountering. You know what? I have theories on Elsa, on archbishops, on everything, and I will drop those theories in a second. Let me get there, Torkit, and everyone else. Dollar store, hardcore mode activated. So my whole thing is like seeing him smile and seeing him do this. It's like one or two ways, right? Some people argue, oh, it's not because he's trying to make him like that, make him similar to himself, right? In terms of like trying to force Subaru to go ahead and give up to Echidna, right? Or trying to go ahead, because it was obvious that that's sort of what he was pushing. Or trying to go ahead and, like restart the way that he's like influencing everything, the way that he knows the timeline, the fact that he sent like the assassins, the fact that like, the color scheme and everything works so perfectly well to someone that's really like intelligently planned all this. But we're gonna get there. But when it comes to like, I guess 5-hit theories, I feel, and this is one of my big things, I feel like Echidna is still one step ahead. Like, even if all of this goes wrong, there's always a safety measure. And this is something that's been in the back of my mind this entire time. Even, like, since last episode especially. Like, she is so smart for her own good that the whole microwave scene, it, like... it pushed me back because I was thinking, you know what? What if Echidna is actually like one step ahead, like wanting him to get extremely serious, wanting him to like do something. I don't know, just to accomplish the goal. My whole perspective is, I think she's so far ahead that she actually wants to go ahead and escape, and probably like escape out of this without like Roswell noticing, without anyone that she's probably made a contract notice. I'm not sure if that makes sense. You're probably like, oh, like this is like some like straight up like conspiracy theory time, right? But here's my reasoning why. And you guys are gonna be like, oh, but like let me counter with 1,000 points, and I get it. Hell, I even counter myself in this argument. But here's my whole purpose, right? Throughout this whole thing, we've seen, with Beako, made a contract, didn't specify the ending rule of the contract where she can go ahead and like pick whoever she wanted. We don't know what the whole puck thing is, right? Roswell is like, oh, thanks for following Everyday Anime. Roswell's like extremely like, like into it. So my whole thing is like, if you wanted to go ahead, if you wanted, I hit the spacebar by accident. If you wanted to go ahead and influence the future while at the same time remaining like a low cover, how would you do this without coming off as the bad person for having made everyone go through all this? What I would do personally, and you guys can attack me if you guys want, I would go ahead and probably like find a way to, I don't know, upload myself somewhere else or another installation site, another sanctuary, another individual, another body, another human being, whatever it may be. Because I know she was trying to transfer souls onto Ryuza, that was theorized about a couple episodes ago, I believe one or two. So that's my theory on Echidna. I think that she is so smart, but I don't think she's the main bad of the series. I'm not sure if that makes sense. She's not even bad. She's just trying to survive. She's just trying to survive. And my main, sorry, I was reading chat. My main thing is, I feel like there's someone else that is five-headed in this. Now, as next time I stop, because I already took up a lot of time in this one, remind me to tell you guys about my whole theory about Satala, the archbishops and whatnot. Because I think I told Mods this. Like, I have a whole working theory on that. So, yeah. Anyway, why don't we just go ahead and continue? Sorry, guys, my brain is connecting a lot of dots. So we'll how do you take care of him, though? Catnip? Make him lasagna? I don't know. Throw a rock, hit him in the eye, blind him? Right? Ban Mondays? So fucked up. Love it. Here we go. Oh no, it's Ryuzu. Good for bringing it up. Oh. Nah? What are my opinions about Gar? What is my opinion about Gar? Well, if I was in Subaru, I'd be like, I feel like he has a lot of anxiety issues. He's quick to jump. He's very frustrated. He probably has a lot of attachment issues. If we're going to go ahead and go off of that, just off of the way that he's responding to people, it feels as though, I'm curious to know, and this might be like me just as a psychologist poking into people, what was his parental attachment like, right? Because a lot of the kids that I deal with that act like Garfield, it's usually because one or two parents are in the picture, or they either have a foster family, or either in that foster family, there's a lot of arguments and disarray, or even better, they got hurt in a relationship or something like that, right? And it's not just for everyone, right? It's like very specific key points of his own argument, like the way that he's rash, the way that he clashes a lot, the way that he tries to use power dynamics to try and influence or try and look down on Subaru. His anger, even the way that he tries to flirt with Ram is very stereotypical, and this is why it kind of scares me, like the way that some of these characters are written. because you're written in such a way that like if you look into them, it's like okay, I can see a lot of like a child, a lot of like like for example, a child that has no friends, Subaru. And I think I said that in like what, like the first couple of episodes, right? When I was watching season one. Or like it feels as though like, he's often been trying for himself, often trying to like build himself up. Emilia, you don't even have to go far. If you look at them with the lens of like them being little kids, you start pinpointing a lot of different stuff. But for Garfield, I just wonder, right? It's like, where does this? Is the hatred for Roswell just for Ram, or is the hatred for Roswell because of the power dynamic that is there, right? And then also his inability to talk about like, or even like fully bring up his sister or Frederica or whatever, right? Like, that's my whole point. What is there? Why is there? Who is there? And when is there? When did this all happen? Why did it all happen? How did it all? Yeah, Garth needs therapy for sure. I mean, all of these characters need therapy for sure. Like, we can't just say one character needs therapy when a majority of these people have gone through a bucket and a half. No, dollar store. That's bad therapy. Don't take the first trial, please. That'll traumatize you even more. Thanks, Subaru. Please ask. The Yungar then took the first trial. Yeah? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Yungar took the first trial. And he didn't pass it. Yeah, I know, but it's all just hitting me now. I'm sorry, guys. Like, this is my first time watching it. I'm not going to catch 1,001 things. I'm going to catch certain distinct things that like come through. No, no. Well, I mean, if he would have passed it, then he probably would have been able to like pass the second trial, the third trial, whatever, right? And probably liberated it in whatever way. So that's where I know I can't retain every pixel, guys. Sorry, with all the work and everything that I like have going on in my life, I can't retain every pixel of every frame said. But I will say that, like, so then you're telling me that like he attempted the first trial. Why did he attempt the first trial? And again, this is bringing me back to the whole attachment thing, because like you're in such a closed off space, and then going through the first trial, we've already seen the shit that does. We've already seen bad echidna. We've already seen like 1,001 things. Like, it's like the way that echidna probably like approached it was not good for his mental health. And if he already had a precognition of something that would have happened in his past, echidna literally just layered it onto him and was like, I, like, instead of trying to like decimate this like bad belief, right? Instead of trying to like be like, all right, let's break this down, let's help you move past whatever it is that's here. She's like, oh, you can't handle it, you can't take it anymore. And you're asking why Garf is not okay. I think we know why. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Because of you, but okay. At this point, especially if you did the first trial. Hey, did she leave him and survive? Or is she dead? Like, I hope you guys, like, that was audible enough for you guys. Because that's such a weird thing for a mom to just leave a child and never return. Like, what? That's yeah. Yeah, anyway. Sorry. My brain's going fast. Oh.
奥から
Oh.
もうすぐ昼なのに、今から夜まで寝る宣言だなんて。エミリアタン、怠惰ですね。
Oh, please don't say that.
そういう
Yeah.
言い方なんだかすごく変な気分。スバルの意地悪。ありがとう。
俺に話してくれる気はあるか？
Yes.
話して楽になるなんて気休めは言わない。
Oh, thank you for taking a good
話してくれれば
listening approach, Subaru.
頼りになるかはわからないけど、俺に君と同じ。
Oof.
落ち着いて、ゆっくりでいい。みんなどうなの？
He's still like a scared child. Like,
私と同じ
oh.
氷の
Oh.
中に森で暮らしながら
I remember Frozen Bonds. Yeah. Like,
助かる人間の多い少ないで、やることの立派さは薄れないよ。
good words, Subaru. Good words. Let's go. You're learning.
エミリア。
Please don't leave a letter like last time. Please. That's the one thing I gotta root for you to not to do. Hello? Oh, you're still there, huh? Called it! I called it! There's no way! No way! Hi, my boy. What are you planning? Oh. Oh. AZ! Puck finally appears! Yes!
思ったより限界が早そうだね。まあ、意識して契約を破ろうとするんだから。
Consciously.
何言ってるの？これまでもずっとリアのそばにいたよ。話せなかったのは僕の個人的な事情と。
Stop with your own.
けどこれからは。
Bruh. Bruh.
ごめんねリア。本当はちゃんと説明してあげたいのに時間がないや。
Why do I even feel like...
君のことは僕の次に君。
Oh no.
それでいいんだよ。リア。君を世界で一番愛してる。
Oh. Dang. Oh no, she died. Alright, that was a lot to take in. Holy crap. Okay. I know we're almost at the ending here, but like it's something I just need to talk about a little bit. Why do I feel like that was probably the best move to do? Like, in terms of like, if you're gonna help her get back her memories, yeah, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, it's gonna be whatever, but at least she's prepared to go ahead and see whatever memories, whatever is there in her trial, right? And even if in the future she's able to go ahead and make a contract with another spirit, or even like, I don't know, if you're able to find the same spirit again and make a contract, that would be great. But I think this is a learning opportunity for Emilia, because she's very sheltered and like very innocent. I think that's what I mean, right? Like, I'll put it this way: if she doesn't really understand a lot about people and she's barely getting like starting to trust people, yeah, and it's essentially like it's a grow up moment, and sometimes that happens to us a lot. It's called reflecting, right? They're processing in a therapeutic sense, which is like some days you go to bed, and some days, like, especially if you had a breakup recently or anything like that, you can play scenarios in your head, and like what you did bad, what you did good, what you could improve on, what happened in the past, what might happen if certain situations happen, stuff like that. This is how our brain naturally heals, right? And if we don't have that information or that memory, we make assumptions, and we make assumptions based on, you know, sort of our narrative. And if our narrative is like everyone's bad, everyone's everything, then you're quite literally putting the world against you. But if you have like, you know what, like the world is good, I can survive, I can do whatever, you can start building that narrative for your future as well. So I think this is a really, really big step for himself, for others. And, if you're going through anything like that, or you've gone through anything like that recently, you know, take that time to heal, take that time to process things, take that time for yourself, even when you're lying in bed, when there's no sound, it's just the sound of your thoughts. You know, sometimes that silence is worth more than gold. So use it to the best advantage that you can. But yeah, I think that she's so innocent that, like, if she can't even like understand like uh most human emotions, or like has issues, I don't know how to put it, like building up trust, correct trust, or like how certain people would act, how friends would act, or however. I wonder what her whole perspective on, like, what is a courting system, and not like court system. I mean, like dating, relationship, all of this in this world. What is that like? Because clearly she's too innocent to even process like friendship. So, like, what would processing relationships be like for her? That is a world and a half of itself. So anyway, let's get into it.
取り乱して墓所への挑戦を見送られちゃ世話ねえな。できることがあれば、大した手じゃねえけど、何でも貸すよ。
I'm glad.
エミリオ。
手握ってて。朝までここにいてくれる？
Please don't break promises, dude.
きっと私は。
Uh, how many times has he broken promises? Oh no. Oh no. My heart.
こんなことでいいなら、お安いご用だよ。
あ
朝に、明日に。
あなたのことすごく愛してる。
Oh. Oh. And he left. No. No.
フォルトナ母様の嘘つき。
Oh. Bro.
スバルの。
Oh no. Bro. Didn't even leave a letter this time. I know.
ラム、何の騒ぎだ。
ガフ、エミリア様がどこへ行ったか知らない？
I thought he was at least trying to rally the people together to cheer her on or something.
手分けして探しているところ。
But no.
わかった。俺様も心当たりを探れ。
Letters betrayed him too many times. Yeah, they have.
起きてるか？お姫様探して誰か来るかもしんねえから。どっか行っと。
Oh wait, she had tea with
ババア！ババア！
same tea or new tea? Oh.
妙な胸騒ぎがしやがる。
Oh shit. Okay. Wasn't there supposed to be someone guarding at all times?
まさかあいつら。ババアが。
ご期待に添えなくて申し訳ありませんが、
Otto, let's go.
友達の頼みですんでね。
Let's go.
なのは承知の上で出張らせてもらいました。
I prayed for Otto. Let's go.
にするつもりだったんですよ。
And the best boy.
ええ、リュウズ、いえ、シーマさんに同席していただいて、あなたと話し合いをしたいなと。ただね、エミリア様のことは本当に予想外だったんですよ。とはいえ、すでにあれこれ悪巧みしてしまった後だったので、
Ooh.
宴の主催者が不在の
Ooh.
代役などはいかがでしょ
Oh, Otto.
やっと見つけた。
スバル。
Oh, my dude looks scruffed.
じゃあ話をしようか。エミリアタン。
Oh, oh, that was so cute. Oh, oh, my heart. Oh, okay. So, wait. Was he coming in out from the sanctuary or in from the sanctuary? Oh, that makes a difference. Holy shit. Oh boy. Okay. Cause because I'm pretty sure that I don't know how else to put it. Like, here, I'll move the camera this way. There we go. Yeah, because that does make came into it. Oh, I thought he was like exiting and saw her there and sat next to her. Because I was about to be like, what was he doing in there in the first place? Like, is he like? I thought he wasn't allowed back in. Like, what? But anyway, yeah, no, that's just insane. That was a pretty good episode. I think that there's a lot to take away with it, and a lot to do with like just the strings that get pushed with friendships, with plans, with the way that we interact with one another, and the way that we try and better ourselves and better others along the way, like along this journey with us, right? Because we're not all on this like world journey together. Like, well, we're all on this world journey together, but we're not all experiencing the same things at once. And it's interesting to see this approach. It's interesting to see how fired up everyone is. And hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully this is a good run through, which I think it is. I think this might be like the speed run. Everything gets accomplished, big boss award. Everything comes through. So I genuinely hope so. Yeah, but like we'll take it one step at a time because I also need to go get some more water because that was a lot. Anyway, with that being said, Sanctuary 100% all side quests and glitches. With that being said, I'll go ahead and end this episode for YouTube right here. We'll go, if you guys have any funny memes or anything for the next five minutes or so while I get some water and stuff, feel free to share them, say bye to YouTube as we come back for the next one. All right, let me go ahead and blah, 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 get you good back on